look up, don't look down. You always have to take charge for the... Excellent, excellent. You don't take... These kids have experienced a lot of judgment. They've experienced a lot of difficulty in the regular world being successful on any level. You know, and this just changes that for them.
Talk to each other out there, work as a team, go around your cones, come up at A. There's something about these horses, they take care of these kids and they don't run off and they don't buck the child off the horse. And I think they really enjoy helping the kids.
I feel so cool. Through like working with Cody, I found like some sort of kind of like identity there. Like I found that, you know, it just gives you like so much happiness. Like,
I think that kids are here.
Jewel View Farm near Orangeville, Ontario.
Hi guys.
Most of these teenagers from Toronto have never set foot on a farm before.
How are you?
They are in for a treat.
So I'm going to introduce you to the volunteers.
Ellen Downey has worked with troubled youth for 30 years.
This is Jane.
In 2001, she combined that experience along with her love of horses and developed a riding therapy program.
Horses are really emotional animals, so they pick up on your emotions. So if you're upset, anxious, mad, or whatever, they're going to feel that. I appreciate how hard you guys are working on stuff. It's not easy, but we want to leave your issues at the door. So let's go into the barn. I'm going to show you where everything is, and we're going to meet the horses. I'm going to match you guys up, okay? Matt, over here. Come on over here.
Most of these teens live at Youthdale, a treatment center for troubled youth in Toronto.
Matt might just be the perfect horse for you.
And since most of them are under 18, we're not going to show you their faces. Today is the first day of a 10-week program where they'll learn how to care for their own horse, how to groom them, how to ride them too.
I heard you were a little horse crazy.
I am.
Yeah. So Rokumo is, he's very big, but he's very, very gentle. There's many, many programs that are out there for handicapped and disabled kids, and they're fabulous. There's no other programs that I know of for kids that are in treatment that are at risk. And so I designed it with these kids in mind because I really felt that they needed to have an opportunity to experience what I experience with horses, which is just this great bond and partnership. And for some of them, they've never felt anything like this before.
If you go sort of gently on it.
Running a program like this isn't cheap, so Downey relies on donations and volunteers to keep it running.
But you always want to make sure your horse is completely clean. You can hold on to it.
The kids start with simple tasks.
That's perfect.
They may not know it yet, but these are lessons in trust and partnership building.
You're nervous by his feet? You run your hand down his leg. Oh, and then you pick it up and you hold it. Come here. Put your hand in there. Hold it. It's heavy. Hold it. There, you got it. And now we'll put it down. There you go.
At the other end of the barn, another student is more at ease with her horse.
So did you miss being here?
Yeah, I did.
18-year-old Allison Guzman has returned to be with her old friend Cody. She graduated from this program last year, but asked for special permission to come back again.
Because with me, like, I feel like with people, it's kind of complicated because, like, you don't know, like, oh, what are they thinking? Like, are they judging me? Da, da, da. But, like, with the horse, like, it's just so raw. Like, you come in here, like, if the horse doesn't like what you're doing, the horse will show you. Like, there's no mixed messages, and you're like, okay, I need to change this.
Growing up, Allison says she had a hard time containing her emotions, especially her anger.
So guys, we're going to start with Becky showing you guys how to lead a horse, okay?
She'd fight with her teachers, with other students too. The fighting continued at home. She ended up in her first group home at 12.
I thought I was so big and tough, but like when I went to a group home, I was so scared and I wanted them to accept me, so like I started to act out even more so they could be like, yeah, she's cool, but like I was terrified.
Allison spent another 6 years in various treatment facilities.
Let's go.
Back him up a little, back him up. There you go.
But these days, just being around Cody,
Let's go.
working with him, has made her more confident. Even better, she says she's learning to trust and be trusted.
Nice. That's That's showmanship quality right there. Give him a big pat. Good boy. Good boy.
With today's lesson over, it's back to the stable and time to reward the horses.
So go right under him so he doesn't have to reach for it. There you go. Oh my goodness.
Tic Tacs are apparently the favorite.
What was good about tonight? What was not good about tonight? What do you want to do? What are you looking forward to for next week?
Downey likes to end every writing session with a debrief with the students and the volunteers who've been paired with them.
And he really likes to give hugs and eat Tic Tacs. It was great.
You did a great job tonight. First time. You've never been around a horse before?
Nope.
No, you did brilliant.
Thanks, Wayne.
Absolutely. Number one, girl.
What I'm excited about next week is actually riding him.
Good.
I want to do the barrels.
Another volunteer, Terry Russell, has something to add. He's a constable with the RCMP and a valuable addition to Downey's riding program.
I know the very first time when I picked up a horse's hoof and I was trying to pick it, and I was just petrified of being half underneath a 1,500-pound animal. I thought you did. And I watch all of you when you're doing that, and I just think the confidence is there. And it's a great building block. So I thought you all did a great job tonight. I'm really proud of you.
Okay, you guys were awesome.
It's an important message to hear, especially from an authority figure these kids may not trust. Russell will be teaching the teens some special riding skills in the weeks to come.
Okay, have a good week. I'll see you next week.
But for now, it's time to call it a night. Time to head back to Toronto and back to the group home. It's a few weeks later and it's clear the teens have come a long way with their riding skills.
Whoa, whoa.
They're nearing the end of the 10-week program, and this afternoon, Downey is on horseback with them. Constable Russell, in his red serge, is leading a very special lesson.
So you come off of your quarter markers, aim for the far quarter markers, use the chandelier as X at the center of the school. Odds left, evens right, single file.
Russell was invited to come see the program 4 years ago. That's when he found out Downey always dreamed of adding a retired police horse to the roster.
Nice dressing, nose to croup, nose to tail.
He made a call to the RCMP headquarters in Ottawa, and Downey got her wish. Today, not one, but 3 of the horses here are on permanent loan from the iconic RCMP musical ride.
They're still good horses, and they deserve to have a good retirement. So this program was developed so that these horses don't necessarily have to be put down.
Russell was part of the musical ride back in the 90s, so he knows the horses are perfect for the job.
And they'll pick up their pace a little bit when we do it to music.
As world-class performers, the horses are predisposed to being cool, calm, and collected, important qualities for this one-of-a-kind program.
As soon as the music comes on, they perk up because it's the musical ride, and that's what they were trained to do, whether it's at a walk or a trot or a canter. And they perk up and they know it's showtime.
And today it is showtime. The teens are rehearsing for their graduation night, and it's a big deal. Despite only spending a few hours in the saddle, they'll be performing their very own version of the famous musical ride.
The horses somehow bring out just the most magical, unconditional response with the kids. Kids who have a hard time connecting with people have a great time somehow connecting with the horses.
If the horse slides to the inside like that, pull back on the reins.
I found like some sort of kind of like identity there. Like I found that, you know, I do have some leadership skills, like through like working with the horse, because I can tell like Cody what to do, right? And like I don't need to be shy. It just gives me like so much happiness. Like I love it. Like I really, really enjoy it.
That's it. I'm here with you. Just keep pulling. You really grab them back. You take them back and help them on that path to being a happy young person again. And when you see that, it's incredibly emotional. And when you see how proud of themselves that they are when they finish something like this, they're just so happy that you can't look at that and not be moved. You can't. Good job, guys.
Allison will be hanging around the horses, especially Cody, for a while longer. She's coming back in the summer to help Downy with the chores around the stable. Then in the fall, she's off to college. Cass Rusi, CBC News, near Orangeville, Ontario.